Hello, y'all. I'm back. So I had to come on here. It's 6:14 p.m. and I just woke up from a small nap. I didn't even get to sleep that long with this so-called nap. But I guess two things that woke me up was excuse me. Two things that woke me up was the my battery for my MP3 player. It all the juice went out, so I had to replace it with another one. That woke me up because I was able to hear all the outside noise, and plus I had to use the bathroom. So so now I just woke up to Anthony Anthony Abate, or Anthony Abate, however you say his name, Narc Phony, falsely calls himself Targeted Tony. So so I woke up to him making he did a fake community post and mentioned me. We haven't feuded in like about 2 months. So it looked like he ain't gonna never leave me alone. He ain't gonna never leave me alone. So real targeted individuals, or targeted uncorrupted targeted individuals, do not smear, campaign, and lie, and you know, manipulate other people to I mean first of all, you ain't a big tough man. The fact that you copying off of other people, you don't even have thoughts of your own of what to think about me. You just parroting and copying off of what the rest of the sex trafficking perps are saying. So, Anthony, if you are a narcissist victim from your parents, sadly, you turned to the dark side and became an abusive, narcissistic, sellout perp. Because, you're sitting here wasting your time following everything I do, stalking everything I do, taking notes. What are you benefiting from this if you haven't sold out and you ain't getting paid to do this to me? Then what are you benefiting? Get your fucking life. Get a life. So, now, as I said, now, wait a minute now. Hold up. Oh, never mind. Okay, I was about to say, okay, I was about to go and, like, what gang stalker is trying to park on my rental spot? No, it was that, okay, it's somebody with an expedition that lived, like, he lived, like, right behind me, and he parks, like, right on the side over here. I was about to, I had my guard up, wondering who that was. So anyway, so Anthony he making it like he can't deny that I'm a real TI. There was a brief moment that he was trying to call me fake, falsely accuse me of being fake, using projection. So when I exposed the truth about sellout fake TI perps that are abusive and narcissistic and controlling, they reversed it on me and lie and say that I'm the lying manipulator and all that kinds of stuff. So they get other professed targeted individuals to if the real targets don't, just because Anthony's being nice to you and you feel like he's cool with you, or any other fake sellout TI perp, he's gonna, like, a fake TI perp that's sold out, they're gonna act uncorrupted towards you. If if you don't, it's like professed targeted individuals, they handpick who to defend and agree with. They take sides, and they all participate. Like when a fake TI perp does start to do stuff, Anthony, you never really show your face in videos. How much of a man is that? If you think you're too scared to do this and scared to do that and stuff. So, as I said, it's very fucked up for you to be a man, an able-bodied man trying to sabotage a disabled female. I've been getting Social Security pretty much just about all my adulthood life. But I caught him saying that, oh, I can't work due to PTSD. And I saw him begging for donations too. So do you want some kind of competition? That you admit that you're jealous because you're saying that, oh, I can't even get many donations like she does. Motherfucker, are you homeless? No, you're a grown-ass man living with your parents and let them control what you eat. So you say. Talking about, oh, be grateful because I can only eat one meal a day. And if I go into the refrigerator and take food, then my dad calls the police on me. So he he started to deliberately. So I think that I think he's working in cahoots with the fake sex trafficker Darnell Williams. Well, that's not his real name. Y'all know that. But he's working with the fake Darnell Williams perp, and he's also working with Stephon Adams. You know those people at perps. Why, if you know that they're perps, why would you side with the enemy against another TI because you're mad at them and you're bitter and jealous? So he wants to sabotage anything I have, So he lied on me and said that I was spewing out racist remarks, and then he admitted to being racist, but then he lied and said, well, I took accountability for my racist remarks, and you're being racist or whatever. I mean, my videos, I ain't even talking to you. So, he sold out. He sold out. He couldn't. He's like another one of the fake sellouts. You caved in. You caved in and sold out, and the Bible says you will know them by their fruits. If you producing the fruits of a perp, you are producing the fruits of a perp, and then try to play innocent. If you're an able-bodied man, you had a car. So again, if y'all profess to be targeted, every time some of y'all get hit by a car or get into a car accident, then y'all start acting different. Because you got a lawsuit or a settlement or something like that. So then you start acting like you sold out. And then you start to tell everybody, shut up and ignore your stalkers. They're not getting to you because you joined them. You're one of them. So I'm sitting here, my vocal cords, I just got on this video, and my vocal cords feel strained already. My vocal cords feel so strained, and I wasn't even hollering and screaming. So he's trying to lie, like, you're not even next to me or near me to know the truth about what's going on. So, as I said, you admit that you said something racist about Jews. And then, so I mean, a lot of us, just because you speak against another race just because you say one thing about another race does not mean you're automatically racist against all of them. I already said that I don't have a problem with Mexicans. I'm not racist or prejudiced against Mexicans or anything like that. But I, at the Houston Greyhound station, had an issue with one of the lady that put her bag deliberately. I'm like, why would you do that? And I said that. But, like, the Mexicans in East Los Angeles and East LA, I got along great with them. So I actually went to Mexico in 2015. So I mean, I had this when I was living in Los Angeles, they had this Mexican family that was nice and respectful towards me. But I'm gonna say this: how come Mexicans are allowed to be legal or not? How come Mexicans are allowed to be racist against black people? Then they're allowed to be racist against me. They ain't gonna call you the N-word, but they're racist. And because in New Orleans, but those, you wouldn't black narcissistic abuser who treated me with prejudice because you thought I was retarded and slow. So, I mean, if black people would tell me stay away from the Mexicans because those Mexicans racist. I heard it all growing up. Even in living in Los Angeles, they said stay away from those Mexicans. And then if you get striked or attacked by them, they'll say you get what you deserve for hanging around them or kissing their asses or whatever. You know, but it's like you defend and agreeing with them when they say that I get what I deserve. But you know, I was just talking about my experiences when I got, you know, when I'm on my way here, and it's like, so if you're sitting there stalking my videos and looking for some, either you're stalking my videos the whole time, all this time, either that or one of the perps had tapped him on the shoulder and sicked Anthony on me like a dog, like a dog or something. He claims that, oh yeah, I said something about Jewish people, so that's how I became a TI. That's what he told me over the phone. So as I said, you know, I don't want to be, like I said, after dealing with him, I haven't really feuded with so-called targets in a while. But, you know, what you're doing, you don't even have the authority or the right to punish me or try to boss and control people. And, you know, as I said, Anthony, when I would block Anthony's number and he would come back with a new number, stalking me and trying to make me talk to him, trying to force me to have a conversation with him after I didn't want to be bothered with him. And I admit, you know, me still struggling with assertiveness when a narc puts me on the spot, when a narcissistic abuser put me on the spot, you know, I'm still, you know, with my traumas, still have difficulty standing up to them. You know, so I have a lot of Mexicans like they said, where I'm at right now is, they said over 60% of the population is Mexican, and then over 30-something is white, and then it's a small amount of black people or mixed or whatever other race. But, you know, I never said all Mexicans were illegal. I never said that I hated all Mexicans because of the color of their skin. That's crazy because Mexicans vary from different skin colors, just like black people do. So, yeah, Anthony, he's going with the smear campaigns and lying on me, fucking with me, picking on me, harassing me again. Mind your damn business, narc-ass phony. You gay. It's gay to pick on, bully, and harass and try to sabotage a female. And you're not a real man doing this. You're not. So, when Anthony harassed me a couple of months ago, he lied and said, nobody is trying to sex traffic you. Yeah, Anthony, back in 2020, you were the one who told me that Muslim Arab fake TI-TURNED-PERP from Facebook, when he told me on Instagram, be careful, because, she wants you to get a passport. She's trying to sex traffic you out of the country. So, why would you copy what perps do and bully me like perps do? Do everything the perp does, parrot what they say, copy and paste all their lies, false rumors, and smear campaigns, and then falsely glorify yourself as a real TI? If you know I'm a real TI, why would you harass and put more damage on me? Psychological, mental, and emotional, and financial damage onto me. Leave me alone. I'm not bothering you. And I'm addressing, if y'all want to say shut up and ignore, I'm addressing this because you're supposed to be the part of the TI community, and I'm exposing what your perp shit that you're doing. So, you know, if you want to be considered a real TI, act like it. Because what if you lost every TI as a friend and everybody started calling you a perp for acting like one, and you would be crying because you ain't got no damn body? So he wants to be like, well, I got timestamps. Oh, look at the timestamps. Or look at the screenshots to try to manipulate people So he brags about how he used to work $50,000 a year jobs and stuff like that. Well, how you go from working $250,000? I mean, I'm sorry, working $50,000 a year jobs to living with your parents and can only eat one meal. Do you bully your parents? Do you stand up to them? And watch, you gonna tell me mind your own business? They ain't got nothing to do with you. Well, you mind your business. Like he tried to tell me, mind your own business. It's none of your business how I interact with the perps. Because I said you want to sit there and make threats at me, and I'm like, well, do you ever threaten to sue your perps for slander? Oh, it's none of your business how I deal with my perps. Because you ain't got none. You sold out. Because you're a perp now. So I'll be damned if you want to meddle in my bit. And I'm older than you. You're younger than me. Don't tell me what to do. Think that you can bully and try to punish people and make up lies on people, you know. So he tried to do like regular perps do and try to calculate. He tried to assault, you know, and use the trigger words like greedy on purpose. Like put it in all caps. A real targeted individual, you would not act like that. If you claim to be a real Christian, what you would do is you would actually pray for me. You wouldn't be sitting here, you know, bullying somebody. I haven't even done you anything. Like, I haven't even mentioned you lately. So, you know, he even asked, I saw him making community posts and tweets on Twitter a while back. I saw him crying about having no friends, crying about how nobody likes him. I know I've done the same, cry about, because, I mean, it gets lonely being a TI with no support. So why would you manipulate and make sure that I don't have any support? People are defending you get more thumbs up on your community posts. You get more likes. You get more all this. So you want to lie and say that I get more money than you? When you had a car. I haven't had a car in years. I have not had a car in years. So I didn't realize that when he told me congratulations on your taxi job or whatever, I did not realize that he was picking on me and being facetious, you know. I didn't even realize that was a perp thing to do, you know. But yeah, he been harassing me and won't leave me alone. Like, you were fucking obsessed. Obsessed. Leave me alone. Go somewhere. Like, you want to pick on a female, though. But if you keep it up, you're going to fry in hell like your master Satan. Because you're working for him. You're working for him. He lied on me and said that I take and squander $750 on expensive meals and, expensive meals and unnecessary supplements. That's exactly what the perps say. And he's like, oh, well, why y'all donating to her? No, I told y'all that if, back when $360 out of, that would go to a week towards staying out of the cold weather. And the weather was cold even in Pensacola, and Anthony was smear campaigning and telling everybody, don't support her, don't help her. Well, how would you like if people stop helping you? Because Anthony, I saw you begging for money too. You put up your Cash App and beg for money too. So stop it. If you say that you brag about how you used to work $50,000 a year jobs, how do you go from such high success to, living with your mom and dad and they control that you can only eat once a day? And I'm like, well, Anthony, why don't you, all those food pantries, food banks in Los Angeles, I don't know if times have changed, but when I was there, they had plenty of them. You had a freaking car where you can go. And he had some excuse for that. So don't you tell me shit about food, money, or nothing. Get out my damn business. Get out my life. Now, and this is what abusive narcissistic gang stalking bullies do. They can bully, stalk, follow, harass, and do everything. But when you come back with the truth and step up to them, then they want to threaten you with lawsuits, cease and desist letters, while they think that they can just treat you like a punching bag and you're not supposed to fight back. And that you're not allowed to put up a wall, you're not allowed to block them, you're not allowed to put a stop to what they're doing. And they think you're supposed to open up and let them in your space and let them in your soul, and then just pull it out of you and just tear you down and do everything to you. But I'm going to say it again. Fake sellout TI-PERPs that turned and flipped and sold out, and fake TI-PERPs, and perps that just pretend to be targeted ain't never been targeted, and regular perps, Y'all are the true cancer to society, and y'all are illegal earthlings. How about that? Y'all are illegal earthlings. And your destination is hell. I know mine is too, but I don't go around perping people. I'm not sold out to this program or nothing. So next month I may still need some help, but I will be asking for less, because the fact that this takes up more than half of my income, and then I still got the storage bill, and I'm trying to figure out, if I can get a job and save up and set aside some money, then I can go to Pensacola, gather all my stuff, and close the storage unit. And but I just showed y'all a job rejection this morning in my community. I had 2 community posts throughout the day that I posted. And so the one before that, I showed y'all the job rejection in a community post. I just got here, and you turn around and wait till Saturday, the day before Easter, to reject my job, And it's like, well, I have experience in this field. I have experience in the janitorial field. Why did you turn me down? But it's okay, though. So, I'm going to just do my thing and, continue writing my short stories. If I can get myself together, nonfiction ebooks as well and everything. So, as I said, I got this place on my own without selling out, and my finance is going to be very tight, but, $540 a month is still way cheaper than $360 a week. But, I'm trying to see about getting food stamps and stuff. And if I do get, I don't know, if I get at least probably, if I get at least 120 in food stamps, and even if I get access to the, if I could get access to food pantries possibly, I don't know, because this is a very small town with not that much, but this is the only opportunity that I knew of, where I could get a roof over my head. It was $540 a month, all utilities plus free internet, plus no deposit. But it had a small $35 application fee. But, other places it was hard to get into, because if this place was costed $540 and they would have charged a deposit, that would have made it harder for me to get in here. So I still get less than $1,000 a month from Social Security. But you're sitting here trying to smear a campaign and making attempts to sabotage another TI, especially attacking my income and finances. That's very much a perp thing to do. And Anthony, you probably got, I don't know how much money you got paid to make that fake lying post about me. It was a long post that you made about me. And you don't even know what you're talking about. So yeah, he studies what the regular perps say, or he probably like a robot with no mind of his own. If he just like a puppet, bully me and say what the perps tell him to say. If they pay him or tell him to say this or that about me. But yeah, they start to try to act like a so-called target, and then we can catch on to them and start to realize you're narcissistic and controlling and be trying to tell me what to do. And I don't like this. You're making me feel uncomfortable. Then, even if they said that when a narcissistic abuser, when they figure out what you when they figure out that you caught on to their shit, that's when they got the smear campaign. And no wonder why, if people used to use that and take advantage of me and take my money and stuff like that, and then because the fact that they owe you money, they'll smear campaign you as a bad person to justify not having to pay you back. That happened to me growing up, ever since childhood and in foster care, and then I grew up, and I'm glad people don't do that to me no more. Maybe because I'm not in that environment no more, like in New Orleans and even in the South in Texas, dealing with people trying to use and take advantage of me and my money and stuff like that, So, he tried to think that he can calculate and then miscalculating, and, got his calculations all wrong, and it ain't your business. You want to think you got the authority to punish somebody that's older than you, but it's not real punishment. What you're doing is abuse and bullying. Now, you forfeited your right to have cease and desist letters and threaten with lawsuits when you're the one doing the smear campaigning and harassment and bothering me, Maybe Anthony probably sexually wanted me, and I don't know. But you a dude and you obsessed and you won't leave me alone. But, you want to see him and Dave, what's his name? Dave Atkins. I had to cut contact with both of them, not at the same time, but both of them were bossy and controlling and trying to make me feel uncomfortable. And both of them try to mix Christian and New Age. And David, I guess he switched the picture, but he had a Twitter picture with a New Age one-eye symbolism. And David spouts out a lot of New Age. So and Dave, he admitted that he, would do perp stuff to other people as revenge. And I'm like, well, you're dangerous. I can't associate with you. So I really don't feel comfortable with this. If David, you married. You're married. Even though your wife ain't close or whatever, but you're married to another woman trying to keep tabs on my whereabouts, and that was making me feel uncomfortable. Like both of them, Anthony and Dave, they're both very, abusive, narcissistic, and very controlling, and they made me feel uncomfortable enough to separate from them. I really don't like being bossed around, told what to do, or any of that. So it's not your business what I spend my money on. And, without the donations or without the help, I probably would be still struggling and suffering out in the cold out there in Cincinnati. So you want me to suffer out on the streets and die, Anthony? You got blood on your hands just like the regular perps.